The AFM of South Africa this year in 2016 is celebrating its 20th unity anniversary.
I would like to say that it is fantastic that we are celebrating our 20th anniversary since our unity.
Now I would like to say something about the role of Dr. Isak Burger. I have had the privilege of serving together with him in the leadership team of the AFM for the past 20 years. Now, Isak has played quite a significant role as far as unity is concerned. All the time when issues arose which tended to dent the unity that was achieved in 1996, it was Isak who would come up and make a passionate plea that the unity must be kept intact. And let me also say something that became very, very significant. You know, when we celebrated the unity in Centurion, there was nothing in the script that said Isak would just offer to apologize on behalf of the whites for whatever happened in the past. But he felt led. He jumped on and then he made that public apology, which was not only seen by the people in the stadium, but the whole of South Africa.
I confess that without us knowing that we actually sinned for many years, we sinned against the body of Jesus Christ by separating you and oftentimes handled you and conducted our work as if you were inferior mission objects. And I ask this morning, Frank, on behalf of those gone before and even those today, and I know it has been done in isolated cases in the past, I do it publicly today. I ask you to forgive us for all the pain that we caused you.
If Isak was convinced about an issue, he would make sure that he presents that issue and he follows it up to such an extent that the unity is advanced. Now, coming to Isak's ministry, he had a ministry of dynamic sermons. Isak has subjected himself completely to the authority of the Bible. Most of the time, you would not find him in his office. And I could also see, when we talk about meetings, that this was not Isak's cup of tea. Isak wanted to be with pastors, with people preaching in the AFM assemblies, preaching in pastors' retreat, and even in other denominations and ministries. Even at an international level, Isak would be preaching at the World Pentecostal Conference all over. And every time you sat under his preaching, you would feel that there is power, there is this dynamism coming out from Isak. He had a passion to go and minister the word of the Lord. I would also like to say something about Isak as the Pentecostal voice in South Africa when it comes to moral issues, issues of crime, social issues, and so on. When crime had taken place, Isak would immediately come to the four of us and say, we need to make a statement. The statements that he would make, you can rest assured, he would bounce them with the other fellow office bearers. And whatever we added or whatever we adjusted, Isak would take on board. So indeed, Isak would become restless not to say anything when something wrong was being said or was happening in the public domain. I have also known Isak as a good writer. That's how he has extended his ministries. Even other writers would come to Isak and request that he put punchlines in their books. And when you would read those punchlines, you would realize that Isak has read and he has made comments. So his ministry was also extended through his writing. And I'm convinced that he's still going to write more books.
You know, as we got united, I got to know Isak Burger even much more better. And the AFM has got a history about ecumenical relations, especially within the Pentecostal family, right from the 30s up to today. And Isak Burger became part of the leadership of the World Pentecostal Fellowship, and I've always interacted with him about it, the role that he is playing there and how he represented the AFM. There's no way in which the World Pentecostal Fellowship could be complete without the AFM. But it's not only within that institution, he also had an effort to bring together Pentecostal churches in South Africa, and we ended up building up towards an Africa Pentecostal charismatic movement, which ended up being the Empowered 21 today. We ended up with something we never planned to do. But even then, he became part of the leadership, the consultative processes. He's now part of the Global Council of the Empowered 21 movement, which brings together all the leaders of the Pentecostal charismatic movement. He has played a great role in that regard, and would like to thank the Lord for it.
One must bear in mind that an organization like the AFM, it's a multiracial, it's multilingual, multicultural. It's a diverse organization of more than 1.3 million members. You really need somebody who can be very, very focused in ensuring that the whole church moves towards a particular direction. And Isak was able to do this, especially through the One AFM game plan. His emphasis on us as a church transitioning from just being an ordinary AFM church to becoming missional church is commendable. Isak has also made it possible that even leaders at your local level would understand what is meant by the One AFM game plan and where we are heading to today. So the success of the One AFM game plan today is due greatly to the contribution that has been made by Isak.
I would like to really thank Dr. Isak Burger for the leadership he provided for the United Apostolic Faith Mission. He actually worked hard to keep things together. There were very difficult pastors who were very effective, who wanted their own way. He was able to use his wisdom to keep people together, create space for them, make it possible for them to undertake their ministry. And during some of the most difficult, sensitive issues, you could see that he took it cool, collected, dealt with those matters, and would like to thank him for serving the church for so many years. And as he retires from his official position, I believe that he's not retiring from the ministry. And I would like to say to you, Dr. Isak Burger, continue doing what the Lord has called you to do until the time when you can do it. May God bless you.
Isak, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for the way in which you became an obedient servant of the Lord whilst leading the AFM. Be assured that we will always remember you. The fact that you are retiring today does not mean an end of your ministry. We want to pray that the Lord will make sure that you remain in good health and you are able to do everything that He still wants you to do. We pray also that all will go well with your family and that you will always feel the hand of the Lord upon you. Thank you.